This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Hard. Hey, go.
Now Saquon Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep, right? And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Squeeze. Get in there. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31.
Go to 50. Hey, you flying over here. Watch the Watch the safety creep. 6 guard. Check.
Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. That one complete to Driver. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Stop short of the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And he'll take this into the... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Howie Long able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. Hey, 626. Hey, exit.
Rodgers operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Bell, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 63 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jump out! Jim. Check 26. All right. Show it up. Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. A gain there of 21 yards.
26. Watch the twist. Hey, flex.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check out route. Hot. Hey, high 7.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's Driver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
319. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's crashing. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back. Box it.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
We go. 58.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an All-Pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. 66. Bullet high.
Now Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And they move it all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
That's another Rams first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yellow. Arsenal 80. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on the
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
What? Inside. Twitch. Check 99. Hey, orbit. Switch. Come. Hey, check. Over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be tipped off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Out. Come back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check Michael out. Check Michael out. Here we go. Big air, big air, big air. We are going. Under 10.
Rodgers now to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Kelly.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, wahoo! Check Michael out. Check Michael out. Hey, defense, let's go. He's coming. We got double up. Boxing.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. On the move to his left. That's complete to Cobb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
26. Hey, 88. Hey, team 6.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52. 15. Hey, Sunday.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Crunch. Hey, check 26. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Pick dash. Line left. Check. Zoom.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll find Driver here. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Check 37. 26. Hey, Sue.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I got one. Shit. Hey, 15. Echo.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. Touchdown, LA! Randy Moss, 56 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Hey, Haywood. Check Michael Allen. 3 bucks.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, check Michael.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's coming. 50. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Check 4, check 15. Safety's creeping.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 43, 15. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Julius Peppers.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Check 15.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. 6 guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw. Mahomes. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where you're...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers escaping the pressure right. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Cook. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Again, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, here's Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Jump out! Inside. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike, get Mike. Here we go, here we go. Shift, watch the slant. Back to north. Spud, spud.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Adams has it complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
At the 39-yard line.
Between 18 and the 50. Here I come. Hey, exit. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Go blue, lady! Get the yellow!
Now a play fake here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Julius Peppers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Yellow!
Jim.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, yo, hey, go.
Check.
Hey, 57.
Watch twist.
A second down run with Lewis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Yellow, I'm the blue lady.
Here we go. Tie that left. Hey.
Yellow.
Four down. Check 3.
Yellow.
Check 3. Alpha. Check that. Motion. Check.
Attack.
Switch it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
My 40. Hey, watch the slant.
Yellow.
Back. Check 3. H3, 2, 18.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Go, baby.
At the Packers' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Check safety.
Hey, check 24. Hey, 57. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
SOS. Exit. SOS. Hey, Mike's 50. All day, dog. Watch twist. Check 99.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a give, running right is Lewis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Julius Peppers, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on him.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 29 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 52. Check. Right now. You got 58. Get wall. Box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check. Fresno. Check. Crunch. Switch.
Rodgers again now. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check. Hey, 43. Hey, go gun. All right,
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Beckham, 30 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Cook has it. Left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now, he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
25, check 20, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They'll run on first down. It's Lewis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lewis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready. 8-3. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing Bravo. Check nine. Go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing
Rudolph Parker.
Watch the whip.
Shoot.
Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Smooth. Watch the safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tighten up. Wide left. Watch the shift.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay play? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Run. 54, right?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. Here, Mike. Flare, alert, flare. Slam. Back north. Rush in. Box in. They get up.
Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. Caught by Cobb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back north.
27, check Mike, 27. I got one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
Check Mike, 27. Check Mike, 27. Get that quarterback.
50. Hey, Charlie.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Check it out, Reed. Showing it.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bullock. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Watch the twist.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, echo.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Smell fear now.
Hey, 626. Here we go.
Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed. There defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A third. Down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
Get 300. Get 300. Jump out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Delta.
Over.
On first down, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less. Ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
58. 54, Mike.
Now Jones. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Tannehill now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 30 on second down, Tannehill going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now Tannehill, flushed out right. Man open, it's Moss complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now it's Tannehill. This is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to have.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Switch. 54 is Mike. Box it. 54. You get inside.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jarrell Casey in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Leo. Check. Lucky. Go.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Rodgers now on 3rd down. It's caught here by Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Stenerud able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Packers pick it up. And that should just about